So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss, actually we are continuing the series which we started again on last Sunday at 8 p.m. We are running this static GK revision series because this will be helpful for you in the exams. So in the last class, actually, I was discussing about the history, right? We had discussed some important history questions. So in today also, we will continue with that and we'll keep on asking questions and you have to answer it in the live chat. So let us start with the question. Am I audible, visible? Is everything fine? If yes, then please write yes. So let us start. So I was there yesterday, last Sunday, go at 8 p.m. I had discussed this. This was the last question I had discussed. The third Buddhist council, it happened where? So actually, it happened in Patliputra, led by Ashoka, right? We had discussed all these four important Buddhist councils. So first one started, the king was, pattern बताइए king की बात हो रही, who was the king? So Ajatashatru was the king, Rajgir was the place, chairman was Mahakasyap. Then second happened in Kalashok. It is Vaishali near Patna. Then the chairman is Sabba Kamir. Then Ashoka was in the third one, Patliputra, which today what we call it as Patna. And the chairman was Moghaliputra. Okay. And fourth one actually happened in Kanishka, in the rule of Kanishka, who was the Koshan king in Kundalban in Kashmir, where the chairman was Vasumitra. And this actually is the place from where we have seen two sects of Buddhism, right? Hinayan and Mahayan. ठीक है, ये सब याद करना है. देखो CLAT में हो सकता है, may not be asking, but other exams में पूछते हैं ये. ठीक है, in many exams I have seen this type of thing. Yes, sir. Let's move on to the next one. The question number 18. Nalanda University was established during the reign of which ruler? Chandragupta, Samudragupta, Kumaragupta I, Ramgupta. Recently also it was in the news. I think a few months back, PM Modi inaugurated one of its campus, Nalanda University. So that is what you should be knowing. Yes, so the right answer actually is, yes, Adrija and Mahendra, you both are right. The right answer is option C, Kumaragupta I is the right answer to this question. Okay. Okay. So agar aap dekhoge, this is the old Nalanda University. This was actually built by Kumaragupta. So that is what you should be knowing. I hope you are aware. Later on, it was destroyed by Bakhtiyar Khilji. Again, now in recent years, in modern era, I think somewhere around 2010-11, it was again restarted by people like APJ Abdul Kalam, Amartya Sen, etc. I hope you all are aware. I mean, these were actually very much instrumental in that. So यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ भी if you read the Wikipedia page. And former President APJ Abdul Kalam was very much interested. Then Amartya Sen, Nobel Prize winner, and Singapore's foreign minister. So they were very much interested to re-establish it in 2010. And that is what you should be knowing about. An act of the parliament was also passed in 2010 and all, being president as the visitor, because Central University's visitor is a president. Okay, so ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Okay, है ना. And अगर आप देखोगे, PM Modi inaugurated new campus last year, है ना, not this year. Okay, last year he inaugurated a new campus in Nalanda University also. So of course Nalanda is very important. It is, you can say, 100 kilometer, around 100 kilometer from Patna, the capital of Bihar. ठीक है, ये वही राजगीर में ही पड़ता है, राजगीर के पास. ठीक है, where actually we had seen first Buddhist council. So Rajgir is actually very near to that. Okay, Nalanda is actually a district, and under that district you will find Rajgir. Okay. Okay, and currently who's the chancellor? Arvind Panagaria is the chancellor of this Nalanda University. Who had actually earlier served as the first vice chairman of Niti Aayog. This is also you should be knowing. Fine. Let's move on to the next one. Kautilya's Arthashastra. Very, very, very important. I mean, this is very, very important. I would say gives us information about what, which period. So actually, book ये पूछा था कि Kautilya's book बताना है, या who wrote Arthashastra. So actually, it is Kautilya, or famously called as Chanakya, or famously called as Vishnugupta. ठीक है. So Kautilya was actually an advisor of which king? He was advisor of which king? कौन से राजा के एडवाइजर थे, बता सकते हो? यस कुशाग्र एंड महेंद्र राइट। हाँ मौर्यन एम्पायर के जो फर्स्ट रूलर थे चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य, ठीक है, चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य के ये एडवाइजर थे, ठीक है। एंड अर्थशास्त्र अगर आप ऐसे डायरेक्टली ट्रांसलेट करोगे, अर्थ मतलब होता है इकोनॉमी, राइट, इकोनॉमी, बुक ऑन इकोनॉमी, ठीक है। बट इन रियलिटी इट वाज एक्चुअली लेस ऑन बुक ऑन इकोनॉमी, इट वाज मोर अबाउट स्टेट क्राफ्ट। आप बोलेगे सर बुक में लिखा है इकोनॉमी एंड इट इज मोर अबाउट स्टेट क्राफ्ट मींस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, हाउ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन शुड बी डन बाय अ किंग और अ रूलर, ठीक है। But actually he actually wanted to connect these two ideas, that to have a perfect or successful administration the economy should be good, okay. So although apparently the translation says that it is a book on economy, but in reality it has talked in length about statecraft, governance system and all, है ना? That is what you should be knowing, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए, है ना। चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य के एडवाइजर थे and this was the Mauryan Empire and all, that is what you should know. Let's move on further. Where did the Buddha preach his first sermon? गौतम बुद्धा, उन्होंने पहला सरमन मतलब होता है रिलीजियस स्पीच, है ना। यस वेरी गुड, ऑप्शन बी सारनाथ। अच्छा मैं इफ आई एम आस्किंग वेयर वाज गौतम बुद्धा बोर्न, तीन चार चीजें गौतम बुद्धा जी से रिलेटेड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। फर्स्ट, वेयर ही वाज बोर्न, देन व्हाट शुड बी द आंसर, पैदा कहां हुए थे, कौन सी जगह, लुम्बिनी, वेरी गुड, लुम्बिनी लिखते हैं, या कहीं कहीं पे रूमिंदी लिखा हुआ मिलेगा, रूमिंदी प्लस इंस्क्रिप्शन, रूमिंदी ऐसे, एंड दिस इज इन नॉट इन इंडिया, दिस इज इन नेपाल करेंटली, ठीक है। हाँ बॉर्डर ऑफ नेपाल, राइट। सो ही वाज बोर्न इन लुम्बिनी और रूमिंदी भी लिखते हैं, ठीक है। एंड ही एक्चुअली बोर्न, तो उनका नाम क्या था, व्हेन ही वाज बोर्न हिज नेम वाज व्हाट, तीन चार पांच चीजें हैं गौतम बुद्धा जी से रिलेटेड जो इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है। व्हाट वाज हिज नेम, सिद्धार्थ, प्रिंस सिद्धार्थ, हाँ, ठीक है। एंड वेयर ही गॉट हिज इनलाइटनमेंट, उनको इनलाइटनमेंट कहाँ मिला था, विच प्लेस, हाँ, Prince Siddharth was his original name, means when he was born his name was Prince Siddharth, and he got enlightenment at which place, under Bodhi tree, people tree, right, which city, Bodh Gaya, yes, Aryan Chaudhary, very good, yes, Mahendra Adrija, right. Bodh Gaya लिखते हैं, this is actually 20-30 kilometers or 15-20 kilometers from Gaya district, okay. At that time it was called as Uruvela, ये भी पता होना चाहिए, because maybe they can give you one of the option, Uruvela is the place, ठीक है। बिकॉज जो बोध गया है ना, तो जैसे इट वाज कॉल्ड एज, आई मीन टुडे इट इज कॉल्ड एज बोध गया, बट एट दैट टाइम इट वाज कॉल्ड एज उरुवेला, और यहाँ पर एक रिवर भी गुजरती है ना, निरंजना रिवर, ठीक है। खैर उतना नहीं जाना। The next important thing in his life is after getting enlightenment he gave his first sermon और first religious speech. So बोध गया तो बिहार में पड़ता है, but he gave his first religious speech at Deer Park, which is actually in Sarnath. सारनाथ कहाँ होगा, वही बनारस, बनारस या वाराणसी, एंड वाराणसी इज इन ईस्ट उत्तर प्रदेश, नॉट मध्य प्रदेश, ईस्ट यूपी। बनारस तो जानते होगे ना, हाँ, फ्रॉम वेयर एक्चुअली पीएम मोदी इज द मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट, है ना। सारनाथ इज देयर, सारनाथ लायन कैपिटल ही बहुत फेमस है वहां, ठीक है। सो दैट वाज बिल्ट देयर, है ना, because it has relation with Buddhism and all. And after that, the one more important, another important thing is where he died. उनकी death कहाँ हुई? Kushinagar, right? So Kushinagar is also in East UP. This is also in East UP, Uttar Pradesh, where he actually died. Okay. Yes, Adrija, Kushagra, you all are right. B is the right answer. Okay. So ये सब चीजें हैं उनकी लाइफ से रिलेटेड that you should be knowing it. Why I'm saying, because of course I have seen questions being asked in the exams from here. ठीक है, तो ये बेसिक चीजें आपको बिल्कुल पता होना चाहिए. ओके, लेट्स मूव ऑन फर्दर, है ना. तो मैप में थोड़ा सा मैं दिखा देता हूँ सो दैट इट विल बी इजी फॉर यू टू रिमेंबरिंग. तो रिमेंबर, देखो ये जो है बिहार हो गया, दिस इज बिहार, दिस इज यूपी. ठीक है, और यहाँ पर लुम्बिनी हो गया, द प्लेस वेयर ही वाज बोर्न. तो आई एम राइटिंग बोर्न. ठीक है, ये पटना हो गया, मान लो ये पटना है, इसके जस्ट साउथ में गया हो गया, तो यहीं पर गया के पास बोध गया है. दिस इज द प्लेस वेयर ही गॉट एनलाइटनमेंट. मैप से इसलिए बता रहा हूं कि याद रहेगा. फिर यहाँ पे जाओगे एकदम बॉर्डर पर ईस्ट यूपी में, दिस इज द प्लेस कॉल्ड एज वाराणसी और बनारस. हियर इज द प्लेस सारनाथ वेयर ही गिव हिज फर्स्ट सरमन. ठीक है, फर्स्ट रिलीजियस स्पीच. बनारस से थोड़ा सा नॉर्थ जाओगे, यहाँ पर हियर यू विल फाइंड कुशीनगर. कुशीनगर इज द प्लेस वेयर ही एक्चुअली डाइड. सो ये सब तीन चार पांच चीजें which is associated with the life of Gautam Buddha that you should be knowing. ठीक है, okay, is it clear? Yes or no? I hope it is clear. Okay, let's move on further. The biggest Harappan site in India is? Biggest Harappan site in India is Rakhigadi, Dholavira, Kalibanga, Lothal. हाँ, till now actually it is पहले जो है मोहनजोदारो कहते थे, but now it is राखीगढ़ी. Where you will find, in which state? And is this in India or is it is in Pakistan? Which region? Because Indus Valley civilization today, some parts are actually in Pakistan and some part is there in India. So you have to tell me that Rakhigadi is in India or Pakistan, or if it is in India, in which state? Yes, very good, Haryana. A is the right answer. Yes. Okay. Yes, Harsh, Mahendra, Aryan Chaudhary, you are the right. हाँ. So A is the right answer. Rakhigadi, biggest Harappan site, in fact bigger than Mohenjo-daro, claims expert. तो मैं दिखा देता हूँ, आप देख सकते हो कहाँ गया राखीगढ़ी. हाँ, here it is राखीगढ़ी. This is the border between India and Pakistan. So यहाँ पर राखीगढ़ी, which is actually in Haryana today. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Which British general defeated Tipu Sultan in the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War? I think 1799, if I'm not wrong, he got defeated. And that is what you should know. There are four Anglo-Mysore. Anglo मतलब होता British. Whenever you see Anglo-Maratha War, Anglo-Mysore War, Anglo-French War, Anglo means British versus Mysore. Mysore ruler was Tipu Sultan. He was defeated by British general Wellesley. Stuart. B is the right answer. ठीक है. खैर इतना important नहीं है, you can skip it. Okay. The next one is, who among the following is considered as the founder of Rashtrakuta dynasty? Rashtrakuta dynasty के founder का नाम बताना. Very famous name, Danti Durg, right? C is the right answer. Yes, Mahendra, you are right. ठीक है. तो राष्ट्रकूटा एम्पायर जो था वेस्टर्न रीजन यहाँ पर था. देखो महाराष्ट्र, कर्नाटका, मध्य प्रदेश एंड दिस रीजन है ना. 750 से 980 के आसपास रफली. ठीक है, राष्ट्रकूटा एम्पायर वाज देयर. एंड कैपिटल जो था मान्या खेत, देखो यहाँ पर जगह है मान्या खेत, बहुत फेमस है. इज एक्चुअली प्लेस इन कर्नाटका, मॉडर्न डे कर्नाटका, एंड दिस वाज देयर कैपिटल. ठीक है, राष्ट्रकूटा एम्पायर. सो सी इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. The next is, who among the following Mughal ruler fought the Battle of Chausa? Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir. What is the right answer? And if you tell me the year versus भी बता दोगे तो I'll be very happy to know that you have rough idea about this. Battle of Chausa, 1539 now, I think. Humayun versus Sher Shah Suri. So B is the right answer. Yes, Adrija, you're right. B is the right answer. ठीक है. ठीक है. So यहाँ पर है चौसा. This is actually the moment if you are traveling from UP to Bihar, the moment you cross the border, you will see यहाँ पर चौसा after crossing the UP Bihar border. ठीक है. Okay, the next is, which ruler of Delhi Sultanate started the system of branding horse? कभी कभी ना एक्चुअली एमएच सेट वगैरह में पीवाईक्यूज में आया हुआ है दिल्ली सल्तनत से भी क्वेश्चन. So that is why I'm saying. ब्रांडिंग ऑफ हार्स कॉल्ड एज दाग सिस्टम. दाग सिस्टम, दाग लगाना तो क्या होता है? मार्क करना है ना. इट वाज स्टार्टेड बाय whom? Yes, Mahendra and Adrija. You both are right. Alauddin Khilji. C is the right answer, है ना? So I hope you all are aware. Daag, branding of horses, है ना? Daag and Chehra. Daag and Chehra. These were the two systems that were there. Okay. So C is the right answer to this question. Alauddin Khilji. The next is Amir Khusro, was a very famous court poet of which king? Now, why I'm discussing, अभी recently 2-3 months back एक event हुआ था हुमायूं टॉम दिल्ली में, ठीक है, जश्न खुसरो. मैंने इस पर वीडियो बनाया था ऑन आवर यूट्यूब चैनल, ठीक है. एंड दिस हैपेंड एक्चुअली इन सुंदर नर्सरी इन दिल्ली. सुंदर नर्सरी जो है वो हुमायूं टॉम के प्रीमाइसेस में आता है. आई मीन इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ हुमायूं टॉम प्रीमाइसेस वेयर पीएम मोदी वाज आल्सो इनवाइटेड एंड ही प्रेज्ड अमीर खुसरो एटसेट्रा. ठीक है. सो अमीर खुसरो वाज अ कोर्ट पोएट ड्यूरिंग Alauddin Khilji. D is the right answer. And he was instrumental in coming up with what we call it as Qawwali, father of Qawwali bhi kehte hain. Do you understand what is Qawwali? Qawwali songs are also there, I think, in some films also. ठीक है, Qawwali आपने सुना होगा, I'm sure. Just search on YouTube Qawwali, तो आपको दिख जाएगा, आप समझ जाओगे कैसा होता है Qawwali. It's a sort of type of song, singing of song. है ना, that's called as Qawwali. So he actually is considered as father of this, and his father was from Toxofiana. Okay, yes, perhaps. So इनको एक और शायद वर्ड कहते हैं तोते हिंद करके पुकारा जाता है. That is what you should know. That is the right answer. The next is which ruler of Delhi Sultanate became the scheme brought the scheme of loans to farmers for cultivation known as Takkavi loans. Actually, what happened was during his rule, there was famine around Delhi, and because of which crop losses happened, and because of which he had to issue Takkavi loans for agriculture for farmers. Which person is being talked about? Yes, B. Yes, Mahendra, very good. And he was the same person who actually shifted his capital from Delhi to X. What is that X? Yes, here the right answer is option B, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Yes, Mahendra and Adrija, you both are right. So he shifted the capital from Delhi to X. What is X? And in which state today you will find this? Batao. Maharashtra mein. Very good. The place is in Maharashtra where he actually moved. उस जगह का नाम बताना है. नाम नहीं याद है. Anyone? Daulatabad. Very good, Adrija. Daulatabad, also known as Deogiri, भी I think कहते हैं इसको. It is in Maharashtra. ठीक है. हाँ, देवगिरी या देवगिरी लिखते हैं, right, Adrija? हाँ. So he had moved there. Plus, he had done one more thing. He had actually abolished the earlier currency. He brought the bronze currency, है ना, which was also a failure. So that was also the thing you should be knowing about. B is the right answer. Let's move on further. Battle of Talikota, very important. I have seen this in PYQ in MH set exam, and this type of question we have seen also. तो कहीं भी पूछ सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि of course it can be. Battle of Talikota was fought in which year? And it led to collapse of a very famous empire. Which empire is being talked about? मतलब उस टाइम पर collapse नहीं हुआ, but that was actually the reason why over a period of time this empire got collapsed. Yes, very good. 1565. Yes, Adrija, you're right. Vijayanagara Empire, great. I have made a detailed video on Vijayanagara Empire, available on our YouTube channel. अच्छा, विजयनगर एम्पायर का कैपिटल कहाँ था? Yes, Adrija, right. What was the capital of Vijayanagara Empire? It was based where, in which region? The modern day किस स्टेट में मोस्टली यू विल फाइंड दिस? हम्पी, वेरी गुड. हम्पी इज इन विच स्टेट? कर्नाटका. म्यूजिकल प्लेस. यस महेंद्र, राइट, एग्री, राइट. पूरा एनसीईआरटी बुक में भी दिया हुआ है डिटेल में, अगर आप चाहो तो पढ़ सकते हो. विजयनगर एम्पायर पर. Vijayanagara Empire and the alliance of Deccan Sultanate battle resulted into the Aliya Rama Rai, which led to the eventual collapse of the polity. So that is what you should know. So Deccan Sultan versus Vijayanagara Empire हुआ था, and Vijayanagara Empire had to suffer heavy loss. इसका एक और नाम है Battle of Rakshasi Tangadi. That is also you should be knowing. ठीक है? ओके, तो इसी रीजन में, कर्नाटक रीजन में. अच्छा, यहाँ पर हम्पी पर एक रिवर गुजरती. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट रिवर? ये भी कभी-कभी एग्जाम में पूछते हैं. वेरी फेमस रिवर. एनीवन को बता सकता है? और वहां पर एक दोआब भी है. देयर इज अ रीजन. दैट रीजन इज दोआब. दोआब मींस दिस इज अ लैंड. दोआब, दो प्लस आब. आब मींस वाटर. दो मींस between two water body there is a land. तुंगभद्रा. वेरी गुड अभिजा. ठीक है. सो बेसिकली देखो, ये गोदावरी गई, कृष्णा रिवर ऐसे समथिंग जा रही होगी, ऐसे रफली, है ना. दिस इज कृष्णा, यहां से ऐसे निकलेगा तुंगभद्रा. ठीक है, दिस इज तुंगभद्रा. तो लेट मी चेंज द कलर ऑफ द पेन. सो यहां पर कहीं पे आपको मिलेगा हम्पी, और यहाँ पे जो दो, the land between two water body, this is the land between two rivers, this is called as Doab. So Raichur Doab है, बहुत famous जगह है. So Raichur Doab was very important in Vijayanagara Empire. ये तुंगभद्रा रिवर है ना. ठीक है, तुंगा और भाद्रा मिलकर बनती है तुंगभद्रा रिवर. ठीक है. और एक दो चीज और पूछो, विजयनगर एम्पायर के वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पावरफुल रूलर कौन थे? मोस्ट पावरफुल रूलर ऑफ विजयनगर एम्पायर. एनीवन? वेरी फेमस man. And he was when Babur was there in North India, he was ruling in South India. Yes, Krishna Devaraya. Okay, that is what you should know. Okay, so this is about Battle of Talikota. Let's move on further. With reference to Delhi Sultanate, which amongst the following architectural wonder is created by Iltutmish, also known as Altamash? ऐसे भी कभी-कभी लिख देते हैं, but Iltutmish is more famous. Qutub Minar, Moti Masjid, Alai Darwaza, Taj Mahal. What is the right answer? Right answer is option A, Qutub Minar. And I hope you are aware, तो आपने सुना होगा. हाँ. Actually, it was started by whom? It was started by Qutbuddin Aibak, but he could not complete it, so it was completed by Iltutmish. And it is built in the memory of. It was started by Qutbuddin Aibak. It is built in the memory of Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. That is what is written in NCERT. Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki is the right answer. Yes. Founder of slave dynasty Qutbuddin Aibak, right? So it's completed by his son-in-law Iltutmish. Let's move on further. Razmnama is the Persian translation of which Hindu text? Ramayana, Mahabharata, Mahabharata, Ashtadhyayi. So the right answer is option C, Mahabharata. So C is the right answer. And if you read it in detail, कभी-कभी से पूछते हैं एग्जाम में, अच्छा किसने ट्रांसलेट करवाया होगा, है ना? कमीशन बाय मुगल एम्पायर अकबर, ऑफ कोर्स, है ना? So Akbar started a maktab khana or house of translation in his capital Fatehpur Sikri is, I think, 40-50 km, I guess, from Agra, not very far away. You'll find Fatehpur Sikri. Okay. So he assigned a book to translate Sanskrit book Rajtarangi, Ramayana, Mahabharata into Persian language. So उन्होंने कहा था कि ये जितनी बुक है रामायण, महाभारत, राजतरंगी, इनको पर्शियन लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेट किया जाए. Persian is a language which is spoken in Iran today. Persia is the old name of Iran. ठीक है, ठीक है. तो ईरान में मोस्टली ये लैंग्वेज बोली जाती है, पर्शियन लैंग्वेज, एंड इट वाज द कोर्ट लैंग्वेज परहैप्स ऑफ अकबर. अच्छा, एक चीज और पूछे, सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अल्तुतमिश एंड ऑल, कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी, ये पीवाईक्यू एमएच सेट में पूछा था दैट ओनली मुस्लिम वुमेन रूलर in the history of India, India, it was only Muslim woman ruler. What was the answer? What is the answer? क्या आंसर होगा? रजिया सुल्ताना. वेरी गुड महेंद्र. सो ये अल्तुतमिश की डॉटर थी. अल्तुतमिश डॉटर was रजिया सुल्ताना. ग्रेट ग्रेट, रजिया सुल्ताना. ये पूछा था एमएच सेट. ठीक है. So of course you should know it. These types of questions can be asked, तो आपको एक आइडिया होना चाहिए. Okay, let's move on further. Who among the following was the founder of Pune Sarvajanik Sabha? He was a former Bombay High Court judge. The right answer is Mahadev Govind Ranade, MG Ranade, है ना? So that is what you should know. This is about Indian national movement के टाइम पर 1860s 70s के आसपास की बात है. ठीक है. A is the right answer. Yes, Mahendra Aryan Chaudhary Adrija, you are the right. A is the right answer. है ना? 1870s है ना? MG Ranade established Pune Sarvajanik Sabha. The next one, who among the following were associated with Ghadar party? Lala Hardayal, Taraknath Das, Sohan Singh Bakhana, all of the above. Ghadar का मतलब क्या होता है? What is the meaning of Ghadar? आपको पता है, this is an Urdu word which means revolt. Okay, so Ghadar party was established in America actually, and it was an anti-British party and established by all of the above. D is the right answer. Okay, 1913 के I think आसपास को होगा. Yes, let me. Other party है ना? Sohan Singh Bakhana was the main one, है ना? But there, San Francisco, America में they had established. देखो लिखा ना 1913 के आसपास. So they were. It was actually an anti-British, है ना? To overthrow the British rule, but they had established in America. मतलब Indians were staying in America also. उन लोगों ने establish किया था. Founded by expatriates, Indian expatriates, Indians living in those places in America, and they had established there. And one of the founding leader was Sohan Singh Bakhana, but all were actually Taraknath Das, Lala Hardayal were also part of this. Okay, that is what we should be knowing. आप देख सकते हो ना, सोहन सिंह बखाना, करतार सिंह सराबा, तारकनाथ दास, हरदयाल, बहुत सारे लोग थे, लाला हरदयाल, and many people. The next is, who among the following is also known as Indian Burke? Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Dadabhai Naroji, Surendranath Banerjee, Subramaniam Iyer. What is the right answer? He had established Indian National Association in 1876 also. And later on merged this Indian National Association with Indian National Congress. Yes, Adrija, you're right. Surendranath Banerjee, C is the right answer. What famous army the? So C is the right answer. He established in 1876 Indian National Association. Okay. C is the right answer. Let's move on. Who among the following founded Bharat Naujawan Sabha? Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Ram Prasad Bismil, Bhakteshwar Dutt. What is the right answer? The right answer is option A, Bhagat Singh. Right. Yes, Mahendra, you're right. A is the right answer. Okay, for this question. Left Wing Indian Association था, founded by Bhagat Singh in 1926. It later on merged with All India Youth Federation, etc. Let's move on. I hope you are aware. Bhagat Singh wrote this book, Why I Am an Atheist, very famous book. कभी-कभी books and authors में पूछ लेते हैं कि Why I Am an Atheist is written by whom? So the answer is Bhagat Singh. ठीक है. The next one is, which two person took the role of Governor General of India as a representation of King George VI from 1947 to 1950. It means after independence. I mean, Was he a leftist? Yes, of course. He was inspired by communism. देखो होता कि 1917 Russian Revolution happens, and the youth in India, in the entire world, were very much inspired by communism. Even he himself. So he in fact renamed Hindustan Republican Army as Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. He was inspired by those Russian revolutionaries, of course. At that time in 1917 के बाद जो था 1920s में, many young Indians were very much inspired by communism, and that's why he had written this. The next one is this. Please tell me, Governor General of India during independence and just after the independence. So independence के time पे कौन थे? Lord Mountbatten थे, ये तो पता होगा, है ना? So here is Lord Mountbatten, here is Lord Mountbatten, here is Lord Mountbatten. And after that, C. Rajagopalachari also became the Governor General of India. So D is the right answer. देखो मैं आपको बताता हूँ, आप ये काम करना. There is a very important video. आप जाना YouTube पे जाके सर्च करना, Governor General of India career launcher law entrance, ऐसे सर्च करना. You will get a video on Governor General of India. So I have put it on an MBA channel also, and one video is on this channel also. Okay, where I have discussed all the important points related with Governor General, Viceroy, etc. Please go and watch it, because yes, there are questions that are being asked from Governor General and Viceroy. So ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है, D is the right answer. Yes, Srija and Aditya, you both are right. D is the right answer. The next is the Dash movement was started by Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. इस पर तो मैंने वीडियो बनाया. I have done a separate video when I have taught non-cooperation movement. On the same YouTube channel, I have discussed non-cooperation movement. मैंने पढ़ाया, उसमें मैंने ये बताया था. Yes, Khilafat movement है ना. Muhammad Ali Jawhar and Shaukat Ali. So A is the right answer to this question. 1920s है ना. That's why it is also called as non-cooperation Khilafat movement. ठीक है, 1920 से 22 तक था. A is the right answer. Yes, Adrija, Srija, you are right. Let's move on. The Raiyatwari system was introduced by Raiyatwari system, and in which region? Yes, Mahendra, you were right. Raiyatwari system was introduced by Thomas Munro in South India, like Bombay Presidency in those regions, and Madras Presidency, those regions, South India. Okay. Raiyatwari, it is a land revenue settlement, land revenue system. C is the right answer. Okay. Yes, Aditya, right. हाँ. So it was primarily, देखो एक था Permanent Settlement Act. तो ये इस region था, Bengal region में था Permanent Settlement Act, which is also famously called as Zamindari Settlement, 1793, by Lord Cornwallis. This is mentioned in NCERT book, class 12. This region is actually famous for Raiyatwari system, 1820. 1820 by Thomas Munro was one of the person. Alexander Reed, Thomas Munro, these personalities were there. Let's move on to the next one. The next question is about Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi returned to India in the year dash after 2 decades of residence abroad. 1869, 1893, 1905, 1950. Yes. Which day? Exact day कोई बता सकता है? मैंने सब बता रखा है ना, 9 January 1950. And this day is celebrated as what? This day is celebrated as what in India? NRI Divas, non-resident Indian day, या प्रवासीय भारतीय दिवस? प्रवासीय भारतीय दिवस. ठीक है. D is the right answer. Yes, very good. Adrija, Mahendra, you are right. D is the right answer. Name the first Indian to become a member of British Parliament. It was held in Odisha this year. Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Yes, Mahendra, you are right. First Indian to become a member of British Parliament. बहुत famous नाम है. And he has written a very famous book. उस book का नाम बताइए. Yes, the right answer is option B, Dadabhai Naroji. He had written a book and where he talked about drain of wealth. कि यहाँ से सारा पैसा लुटा के जा रहा है ब्रिटेन. criticizing economic critique of British rule in India, drain of wealth. He is also famously called as Grand Old Man of India. Very good. Grand Old Man of India. Right, Mahendra? Please tell me. Drain of wealth. And what is the name of his book? Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. Very famous book. Please याद कर लीजिएगा, एग्जाम में पूछा जाता है. So B is the right answer to this question. Okay, yes. The next is the national anthem of India, Gajana Ganamana, was sung at that session of Indian National Congress. पता है इससे रिलेटेड क्या क्वेश्चन आया था एक बार? ये एमएच सेट ये स्लैट में आया था कि कितना टाइम में इसको गाया जाता है. I mean, the seconds that is required to sing. This question was asked. So it was sung in Calcutta session 1911 if I'm not wrong. कितने सेकंड्स में इसको गाया जाता है? This was asked in, I think, MH set or SLAT. Either of the two asked this question. 52 seconds में complete वाला version and shorter version is sung in 20 seconds. Yes, ये वाला पूछा था, this one, longer version. Yes, Aditya, you're right, 52 seconds. ठीक है, तो ये सब आप लोगों को पता होना चाहिए. Okay? And 1911 Calcutta session. Yes, I was right. 1911 Calcutta session, first publicly sung. Please the right answer. Okay. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.